you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Follow the leader when the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
You know what bothers me is individuals' ability to check and hold people accountable. Like, I'm like, yo, it's crazy. If you weren't wired to check people, or when somebody can't, didn't meet your expectations, I would be like, yo, don't hold yourself accountable. But like, I literally look at humans, when somebody doesn't pay them back on time, or somebody picks them up later, somebody doesn't keep their promise, like, you feel this, why didn't you, how dare you? And I'm like, well, how do you pass you in the mirror? Like, yo, I'm not mad that you held him accountable, but how can you hold another human that responsible, but you don't hold yourself responsible? Like, how is that possible? Like, somebody doesn't do what you think they should do, and you go off, but then you give you a pass. Like, you don't go off on you. I'm like, yo, if you go off on my man, that's cool. But when are you gonna go in the mirror and check yourself? Like, why are you giving yourself a pass? Why are you giving yourself an out? That same energy you have to let others know about themselves, you cussed my man out. He didn't, whatever it was he was supposed to do, he didn't do. You almost ran into your car, like, you cussed my man out, like, you went off. But then you didn't finish school, or you didn't write the book, or you didn't do the album, or you didn't go back to school, or you told yourself you was gonna lose weight, and you just let yourself off the hook, like, well, you didn't do it for you. I'm saying, no, do me a favor. With that same energy you use to hold somebody else accountable, hold yourself accountable. Because here's the deal. You hold me accountable and I change, how do you benefit from that? Like, how do you benefit from getting on me and making me make adjustments and corrections? You don't benefit from that. You don't get the money that I make when my business blows up, or when I get my degree. And I've seen people get on me, Eric, you need to finish school. I'm like, bet. But you got some stuff that you need to overcome. I literally listened to you. You got on me and you checked me about not finishing what I started. Okay, well, I finished what I started. But you still haven't checked you about some of the character defects you have. So that's why I get a little taken back, because I'm saying use that same energy you use on others. I'm not saying don't hold people accountable, but I'm saying use that same energy on yourself. And you'd be shocked how much further you'd be in life if you just punish yourself, if you put you on punishment.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason. You already know what it is. I'm back in the building. It's Monday night, and I got to keep it real. That's tonight's topic. Keep it 100. What's the benefit of being your authentic self? Do you know who gave me this topic last night? I was told, was it last night? Yes, it was yesterday. I was told to do this topic by KBLA's own Maisha Cairo. Saw her at the cigar lounge. She said, "So do this topic." I said, "Text me your questions." And she texted me, maybe 3 or 4 questions. And I said, this is a great topic. And it brings up, a powerful point here. All you got to do is go online, okay? That's all you got to do. You go online, you're going to see everybody is performing. You've heard us talk about this a lot, right? You've heard us talk about this a lot. Most men are performative in relationships. I'm going to perform. I'm going to act. You've heard me use the term relationship thespian. Women do it too. Oh, yes. Women do it too. Performative masculinity and performative femininity, right? Women do it too. And all you got to do is get online, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and just really listen to what everybody is talking about. They have the faintest idea about what relationships are really about. And I'm not going to sit up here and act holier than thou. Trust me, I've gone to hell and had business meetings with the devil from failing in relationships. This is how I've come into this knowledge, through failure, right? Through going through hell and learning from my mistakes, okay? And what I've learned and what I've come out of it all with is the person you like, the person you meet, the person you're attracted to, they are your internal curriculum, right? And they put on a show and a front in order to draw you in, right? You get drawn in by the potential of having a good time, the potential of being loved, being accepted, the potential of being cared for. You get drawn, the potential for sex. You get drawn in by the icing. You ignore the cake because the cake is you. Do you understand? What's the benefit of being your authentic self? When was the last time you was totally 100% 10 toes down you in a relationship? You, the real you. The you that even you are afraid of. When was the last time you was that person in a relationship? When was the last time you experienced safety in a relationship to be able to show up like that? Huh? What does it mean to be authentic? Do you even know? 1-800-920-1580. Why is it important to be authentic? What are the benefits of being authentic? Because a lot of people think if there's no benefits, in other words, if I don't get anything out of it, remember, our relationships are largely transactional. We sign up for things, right? And typically we choose a person that we estimate has the greatest potential in delivering the outcome we want to be in relationship. You heard what I said. The outcome we want to be in relationship with. It's not about becoming the thing we want. No, it's about receiving the thing we want. It's tough. So you say, what are the benefits of being authentic? Like, some people will separate that question from themselves. It's really crazy. Let me say it another way. What are the benefits of being you as you are in a relationship? How can being authentic improve our relationships? How can being authentic improve our self-esteem? How can being authentic improve our well-being? How can being authentic improve our productivity, our creativity, our decision-making, our leadership skills, our communication skills? It's heavy stuff tonight. And I'm glad Maisha Cairo told me to do it. Right? Does being your authentic self equate to being... Listen, this is a heavy question, and I know I rattled through these questions very quickly. You already know what it is. I'm live from KBLA Talk 1580 in the heart of Leimert Park. You already know, little Africa town. But this is a discussion. This is not a monologue. It's Monday. Let's get this week off right. This is a discussion. And in this discussion, there's no judgment. No one will be crucified for their opinion. Call in 1-800-920-1580. That's the number to dial. 1-800-920-1580. I want you to listen to this question. Does being your authentic self equate to being in alignment with reality itself? Wow. Think on that for a second. If you are the real you, are you in alignment with reality? So many people talk about keeping it real. First off, we got social game rules. Then we got gutter social game rules. Gutter social game rules. Because it's all about gaming, right? It's all about macking. It's all about being able to get what you can get in where you can fit in. You got a lot of posers and a lot of actors, right? So a lot of times in relationships, ultimately what we're doing is hustling each other. I'm selling, we're like telemarketers, relationship telemarketers. I'm trying to sell you on the image I'm presenting. But underneath that is the real me. Not even in alignment with the reality of me. How can I be in alignment with reality itself? Ooh, Lord. How being your authentic self shift, right? It shifts your levels of understanding. It levels you up when you're in alignment with the truth of who you are. What are the benefits of being self-aligned? Keeps an eye on what you need to work on, right? You hear me talk about this all the time when I say you should go into a relationship looking for yourself. That's the purpose. If relationship is a mirror, right, as the great Krishnamurti said, if relationship is a mirror, it acts as a mirror, you should go in looking for your reflection. Not for an erection. Hey. Not just for that. Not just for sexual pleasure, not just for somebody to nurture and rub your wounds. You should really be seeing how you show up, right? That's how you work on yourself. Do you know what it means to be your authentic self? Can authenticity be achieved without self-awareness? I think not. Why is self-awareness so important? See, we've turned relating into some type of intimate theme park. We want to get on all the rides before the park closes. We want to have a great time. You hear people talking about it all the time. I'm tired of drama. I'm tired of lessons. When do the lessons stop? I'm tired. Well, guess what? The only reason why the lessons are reoccurring is because you refuse to sit with them. You don't have to fight. Part of reconciling what's wrong with all of us is being able to sit with what's wrong with us without judgment, without criticism. When was the last time you was in a relationship with somebody and your humanity came out? And then they automatically put you in a box, put a label on you. Because you may have reminded them of a past hurt. You may have reminded them of a past disappointment. They automatically put you in a box. And then you stop trying because the gig is up. You were acting, you were performing, and then you got caught, and then you say, you know what, I'm going to stop now. Because the chances of me getting what I want, slim and none. Huh? What are some common barriers to living authentically? Is authenticity a constant state, or is it an evolving process? How does societal pressures impact our ability to be authentic? Are there cultural differences in how authenticity is expressed? See, I don't care how good of a relationship actor you are. You know what's going to happen? Over time, you get comfortable. You get lazy. You get lax. You get complacent. And guess what happens? Your lessons start to seep through. When you're not on your dean. When you're not sharp, right? When you're not sharp in your performance. Do you understand what I'm saying? You start to get relaxed. And when that happens, lessons start to, ascend to the surface of your consciousness. This is very interesting tonight. I thank Maisha Cairo. It's been a long time. What is it, 3 or 4 days since I've been in here? I'm back in here, and I'm ready to go. Listen, when we come forward, I expect LA and the rest of the country to join this national discussion because so many people are upset about their relationships and they refuse to do the work. And I'm saying, here is a piece of it. Let's put ourselves on punishment tonight. We got a lot to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, this is LA City Councilman Curran Price, inviting you to the 28th Annual Central Avenue Jazz Festival on September the 23rd from 11 to 7 p.m. For nearly 3 decades, the Central Avenue Jazz Festival has paid homage to the legendary Central Avenue and its influence on jazz history. Jazz, blues, and Latin jazz will be featured on 3 stages of music. Co-headlining are Hubert Laws with special guest Eloise Laws and the Billy Childs Quartet featuring Sean Jones. The day includes plenty of food, merchants, and 4 pavilions focused on youth programming, art, health and wellness, and public resources. Parking is limited, so Metro and rideshare are recommended. Hubert Laws with special guests Eloise Laws and the Billy Childs Quartet featuring Sean Jones. The day includes plenty of food, merchants, and 4 pavilions focused on youth programming, art, health and wellness, and public resources. For more information, visit CentralAveJazzFest.com. CentralAveJazzFest.com. See you on the 23rd.
Hey, this is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason from KBLA Talk 1580. Listen, if you're in the market for the best prices and the fastest delivery for custom-made roller shade, LA Custom Blinds is the place to be. Schedule a free estimate and they will come to your house, measure your windows, and bring a variety of fabrics to choose from. And then come back and install it all for free. The best part is that their factory is located right here in downtown Los Angeles, so they make the shades really fast. All you gotta do is go to lacustomblinds.com and schedule your free in-home estimate right now. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars, working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage, career-track jobs. The Black Workers Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing around anti-discrimination, learn about union apprenticeship programs, or sign on to a trade registry, please visit www.lablackworkerscenter.org. That's lablackworkerscenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
We already are authentic. You can't not be authentic. You're just not in touch with it. And we have all these defenses and all these mechanisms with which we keep from being authentic, like being nice all the time. It's not a question of jumping in, it's a question of uncovering through patient and compassionate, kind, self-observation, the way in which we're not being authentic. So one spiritual teacher says that liberation is not some great thing that you achieve all of a sudden. Liberation happens every time that you realize that you're not your personality. There's always fear in moving towards authenticity because we've been taught since children to be afraid of our authentic selves. Because if we're our authentic selves, we're going to lose the world. That's the fear. There's always going to be fear there, and that fear has to be confronted. It has to be recognized, understood, and accepted. And Selye said, the biggest stresses on human beings are emotional ones. And the biggest stress of all is trying to be who you're not. But how long ago did you find that out? You're still new at it. You're still learning. So instead of being frustrated with yourself about, like when you say, why am I still like that? Now there's two ways to ask that question. If you say, why am I still like that? If I said to you, why are you like that? Is that a question or a statement? It's a statement. And what is the statement saying? You're not good enough. So when you ask it like that, you're accusing yourself. You're not actually asking a question. You're making an accusation against yourself that you're not good enough. There's another way to ask the same question. I could ask you, gee, I'm curious. Why do you do that? Why are you like that? Well, what do you suppose, is behind that? Is that a question or a statement? That's a question. Which one do you think you're more likely to answer? If I say to you, why are you like that? Why are you still doing this? Or what if I said to you this? Here it is, here's your 30, and you're an intelligent woman, and you've learned all these things, but I'm noticing that despite what you've learned, you're still doing some of the same things that you used to do before. Now, why do you suppose that is? Now, that's a question. Which one do you think you might more open up to?
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, tonight's topic. This is one of those ones now. Listen, God speaks to us through relationships, through relating. This is how you are able to interface with self, with your self-concept, right? With who you think you are. This is how. If you didn't have a relationship, how could you be aware of how you show up, of the work you've done, right? Yes, there's a relationship with yourself. You get to go inside. You get to ask questions. But how do you know if what you've been doing works? Relationship, the mirror. In today's complex and fast-paced world, the importance of cultivating one's authentic self cannot be overstated. I want to explore the significance of embracing authenticity. And I want to delve into the question of whether being authentic equates to being in alignment with reality itself. By examining, right, the philosophical and psychological and therapeutic perspectives, metaphysical, religious, spiritual, I'm going to try to provide a comprehensive understanding on this topic. First off, you need to understand what authenticity is. Authenticity refers to the genuine expression of one's true self. Free, listen, man, free from societal expectations, external pressures, familial expectations, and self-imposed limitations. It involves embracing one's values, beliefs, emotions, and desires while staying true to personal identity and individuality. First off, these are psychological scripts that you must write yourself. In my book called The Shrouded Lighthouse, chapter 14, I talk about self-authorship. You can't be the author of yourself if 90% of what you know came from your broken mama or your broken father or your broken family. See, again, the mirror of family. I'm not saying everybody's family toe up from the flow up. What I am saying is nobody's family is perfect. So what you have inherited from them that might be detrimental contributes to your sense of self. You want to be authentic? You need to become an author, a self-author. So first, let's understand authenticity. What does it mean to be the real you? Huh? I'm tired of people running around talking about I'm a mini-me of my father or my son is a mini-me of me. No, I want you to transcend me. This is what I've told my children. Transcend, go beyond my limitations. Here they are laid out in front of you. They might be hiding in your spirit somewhere. Cast them out and write your own narrative. When we come forward, we go into the phone lines.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis with the latest from the Black Information Network. There are some upcoming court dates for the 5 former Memphis police officers charged with the beating death of Tyree Nichols following a traffic stop. Lawyers for 3 of the men told a judge their clients weren't present for the initial traffic stop, so they should be tried separately. A judge is expected to make a decision on October 5th. Trial is set for November 6th. There's a black candidate entering the race to become Miami-Dade County's next sheriff. African-American Police Major John Barrow recently threw his name in the hat. Barrow joined the Miami-Dade Police Department in 2007 and was promoted to major about 2 years ago. A new report says the Biden administration is separating families at the border. NBC News says Border Patrol agents temporarily separated families this summer and could still be using the practice during the current surge. The report says overcrowding led to the separation this summer. Make it a great one. That's the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
NexGard Plus, a Foxolaner moxidectin and parental chewable tablets, is the one you want for your dog's monthly protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your veterinarian about NexGard Plus Chews today.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Following the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Dominique DePrima here. Listen, engaging kids in conversations about finances can be a great way to teach them about money management and financial independence. You don't need to review accounts in detail, but simply having an intentional conversation can really go a long way. Like talk to them about goals, using conversation starters like how to make decisions about saving and spending money, recycling black dollars. These conversations can help build a long-lasting foundation for a strong financial future. Whatever your financial goals, U.S. Bank Access Commitment Initiatives can help support you in reaching them. Access your financial goals at usbank.com/access. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for education as a right, not a privilege. Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science is a private, non-profit, community-founded, student-centered university committed to cultivating diverse health profession leaders who are dedicated to social justice and health equity for underserved populations. CDU does this through outstanding education, clinical service, and community engagement. Recently, Charles Drew University made history by opening only the 5th medical school at an historically black university. Congratulations, South LA, and congratulations to the dean of the medical school, Dr. Deborah Prothos-Stith. CDU is now training doctors and providing $90 million in annual economic benefit to Watts and surrounding neighborhoods. To apply for medical school, get more information, or sign your child up for the Junior Doctors Saturday School program, visit cdrewu.edu. That's cdrewu.edu. At KBLA, we are dedicated to equity in education and ending healthcare apartheid, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the got said really was bold. I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention series. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy. Plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So just lay back your mind. Something new. Everybody tuning in to soul. Cause he is.
You can't tell me that drop don't make you feel good. Yes, the voice of reason is live, man. We back in the building. KBLA, Talk 1580. You know how we do. I like to push you a little bit. People don't even think about these empowerment topics as being in alignment with cultivating healthy relationships. But if you don't know you, who else gonna know you, huh? Who else is gonna be able to participate with interfacing with you if you don't know you? And when you do get a good sense of who you are, if you don't check and reprimand yourself, you in for a world of hurt in relationships, because nobody's going to respect you constantly trying to check them and trying to push them to be authentic when you fake. Huh? 1-800-920-1580. Huh? The importance of cultivating authenticity. Psychological well-being. Cultivating authenticity fosters a sense of self-acceptance, self-esteem, and self-compassion, self-approval, self-acknowledgement, self-acceptance. Man, all that stuff is your job. It's not your partner's job to come in and bring all of these things to you like an Easter egg basket full of nice little tasty treats. That's not how it works. You got to come with that basket. Do you understand? And that basket is for sharing, right? If you do that, it allows individuals to develop a strong sense of identity, leading to improved mental health and overall well-being. Man, if you're not well in your relationship, something's making you sick. And 90% of the time, it ain't your partner, it's you. 1-800-920-1580. Get to me. Let's get these callers on the line. They want to talk. Let's go. Crystal, Los Angeles, California. Get in here. Hello. You got to turn your radio down. Hello, Crystal. Welcome to the show. Talk to us.
Hi, how are you?
I am alive and well. How are you?
I'm doing just great. So it's such a pleasure to talk with you. So what?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Crystal. So what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yeah, so definitely, I just tapped in. I heard you say call, but definitely being your authentic self is essential to finding somebody that is relatable.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so I just met a guy today, and he basically, I guess he was afraid to approach me because I guess he considered me so nice looking. But I'm really always myself. I'm always myself, so I didn't have a problem with that. Yeah, I was just concerned of what he was looking for.
Really?
When he approached me.
So you thought he was scared to talk to you? He was a little skittish because you're pretty?
Yeah, he was acting like that. So I was really kind of concerned, like, okay, what are you looking for when approaching me right now?
Was that a red flag in your mind when he displayed this skittish kind of behavior? Did you see that as a red flag?
Yeah, because I didn't really know. Okay, you were acting like you were interested, and then once you asked me my name, you walked away. I was actually at I was in a business situation. I actually sell wholesale payment. I'm actually I work for wholesale payment. I sell credit card processing services. So I was in the middle of my job, and I was in my car talking, and that's when he came over to me to say, "Hey, what's your name?" Because he spotted me, and he then decided to come over. But then once he asked me my name, he walked away.
Did you feel like?
So what is the guy looking for? Is he?
Well, wait, because this is deep. You started asking questions. That sounds like you were interested in his interest. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ah. And did you try to make him comfortable? Did you try to get him to open up? Did you try to pursue, or did you just lay back and let him go?
I didn't say anything because I'm 52. I'll be 53 this year. So I think if someone approaches you in the manner of them trying to know more about you, you would think they would pursue the situation.
So did he?
But
did he give you his number? Or he just say, "Hey, you're a pretty lady," and then went on about his way?
He came back. So that did let me. Yeah, he came back.
Okay.
And I let him know. I was like, "Well, why did you walk away the first time when you came here and asked me my name?" And then he said, "Well, I thought you were in the middle of something."
Oh, so respectfully, he didn't want to, he saw that you were busy. What's wrong with that?
But he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Well, he said it the second time he came back. I'm starting to see some work you got to do. Oh.
What if I would have left?
Huh. Interesting. Let me ask you
What
this.
if I
Let me just ask you this question. This is a self-awareness test real quick. Name your top 3 character flaws that usually get exposed in intimate relationships. What are your top 3 character flaws? Things that have popped up in relationships, things you know you need to work on, because I'm feeling something in you right now. Don't make me ask for the birthday, because if I get the birthday, it's a wrap. But I will let you off the hook today. Just give me 3 of your top character flaws. Huh? You gonna share?
Perfect.
You perfect? Oh Lord, Crystal, you better stop playing reindeer games. It's Monday. I'm asking seriously. I'm asking Crystal. Give me what I need right now. What are your top 3 character flaws?
I can tell you my sign. I'm a Libra, but I don't have all the characteristics as majority Libras. But I can tell you that I'm a visual person.
I said character flaws, sweetie.
Character flaws.
You don't want to give me that, do you? Do you?
Oh, well, okay, character flaw.
Yes.
Let me think. Character. You didn't say physical.
Okay, let's do it another way. Give me 3 things. All right, let's do it another way. Give me 3 things that you think are amazing about you. Let's go.
Okay. I'm outspoken. I feel like that's amazing.
Except when it comes to talking about yourself. But keep going.
Oh. I like to laugh. I'm easygoing. I'm easygoing. Like, I don't take too many things too literal,
All right, so let me help you with this. You see how easy it was for you to start talking about yourself in the positive?
That was hard.
But what I'm saying is, for many people, it's very difficult for them to talk about themselves in the negative. right?
Okay.
Because they label it as negative. So you say character flaw. Right off the top, connotation, it's a flaw. Oh my goodness. Flaw. No, flaw doesn't mean bad. Flaw is your curriculum, the thing you need to work on. So are you clingy? Are you impatient? Are you combative? Are you competitive? Are you a good listener? Huh? Do you see what I'm saying? These are things that when they pop up in intimate relationships, that's when you take personal responsibility and say, this is what I need to work on. Does that make sense? It's not a bad thing. It's curriculum. So when I say character flaws, please don't take the word flaw to mean something really bad. Let's recontextualize it. Let's normalize the term flaw as curriculum. What are your challenging relationship curriculums?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, so
That's why you was mad he walked away. I knew this.
Yeah, that could be the factor. I'm an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur, so like I live my work. So my studio is in my home. I do my sidewalk sale Thursday through Saturday. I have an extra job Monday through Wednesday to supplement, when I'm not making money at the studio. So I'm very much consumed. That's why I don't have relations right now.
Oh, you think because you busy is the reason? First off, you're going to attract what you need. You are.
Okay.
You are. So if you ignore, because many people will look for an ideal situation. So they may ignore what's right in front of them, right? Because they want something better than what's right in front of them. Because, again, they're looking at the person. They're not saying this person is reflecting me. So the reason why they're here is because they reflect where I am currently in my internal development. That's why they're here. So oftentimes we look past what's in front of us because we're looking to the future. We're looking at the ideal. Why do I say the ideal is the future? Because many of us fantasize about having what we want, but what we want is typically a reflection or an ideation of the work we need to do. So we'll be looking at that person off in the distance saying to ourselves, that's what I want. Wait a minute, you got to work to get that kind of person. The kind of person that you need is right in front of you right now because they represent where you are right now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Crystal, I feel like you're going to have to sign up for my coaching. Please go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. Crystal, you brought Los Angeles in the building. I appreciate your call. Thank you for sharing. This was on fire. Listen, y'all know the rules. You want to bring your city in the building? All you got to do is call us. 1-800-920-1580. Get at me, get at me, get at me. 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on complete fire right now. When I come forward, or do I have time? When I come forward, we going all over the country. You want to bring your city in the building? You know the routine. 1-800-920-1580. We still got a lot to talk about. Hour one almost up.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
You're listening to K-Drip, where we play all the best classic water-wasting hits like watering your lawn during the hottest time of the day and leaky faucets. They're tunes from another time because now that we face a hotter, drier future, every drop counts. Despite an extremely wet winter, keep using less water, fixing leaks, and reusing indoor water for your garden. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more ways to conserve. Up next, brushing your teeth with the water on. K-Drip.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands for Unity and Healing. African Focus Incorporated is a nonprofit organization based in California that focuses on the growth and well-being of Africans all around the world. Their mission is to promote the well-being of people of African descent through knowledge and appreciation of one another by building a bridge of love and understanding. African Focus Incorporated strives for cultural, educational, and economic growth. They're the organization behind the African Family Induction Ceremony, African Goodwill Awards, African Focus Trailblazer Tours, African Dance Competition, and Showcase Los Angeles, Family Day, Good News Windows Microfinance Project, and more. To volunteer, travel with African Focus, or to attend one of their community building events, please call 310-676-7730. That's 310-676-7300. Or visit AfricanFocus.org. This is a diaspora-wide community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found BenefitsCheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. BenefitsCheckup.org.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I do, I wonder. I say what I want to say when I feel and I look in the mirror and know I'm there. With my hands in the air, I'm proud to say yeah, I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real. I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real. I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real. I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real.
I promise that I know you very well. Your eyes never lie even if they tell. Sweet lullabies that come with the smell of a dozen roses flipping down a green hill. You living in a world that come with plan B, cause plan A never relay a guarantee, and plan C never could say just what it was, and your plans only can pan around love. You love him, you love them, you love her.
Man,
love
Kendrick
so
Lamar, my playlist is my co-host. I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real. No, you're not. No, you're not. Have you ever thought? This is why a lot of us may experience some level of depression when we don't get what we want. Because we attach self-worth to getting things, right? In relationships and in life, and when we don't get the thing we want, we somehow start to go to work on how to diminish ourselves further. If you tapped into the source that lives within all things, having things or losing things matters not. Do you understand? Fulfillment and meaning. Living authentically enables individuals to align their actions and choices with their core values and passions. This alignment brings a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and meaning to life, enhancing overall satisfaction and happiness. So many of us are performing so that we can get paid. The outcome, we're dating. Not dating a person. In this society, people are disposable. That's why you can say things like, "You're not who I thought you were." Ooh. Oh. See, when you locked into you, you're locked into reality. If you're locked into reality, you understand what it is. Lord, 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to you. Reggie, Austin, Texas is always a great call. Get in here.
What's up, Zoe?
What's happening,
man? I just want to go back to your first question about authenticity. I'm thinking that I want to be authentic because I want to know how I've changed. I put in some work to be the best person I could be. You know, I just don't want to be any old person. I want to be the best version of me. And you take a test in class at the very beginning of the semester and at the very end to see like how you've progressed. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to see how, you know, the work that I've done has either worked for me or it hasn't. And I just don't want to be going through the motions. I want to be the best version of me. I just don't want to be wasting my time.
Well, let's unpack going through the motions and being the best. So in a lot of ways, people look at spiritual growth as a linear process, and it's not, right? And so if we look at it as a linear process of, at the beginning of class, I had a test, and at the end of class, I got a test, and these two tests, first one is an assessment test, and the last test it's an assessment test as well, because it lets the teacher know, like, oh, this is how you've progressed, right? This is how you've come forward, right? But here's the reality. Here is the reality, brother. Spiritual growth is nonlinear. And sometimes when you're in the deepest spiritual test, you'll have this feeling of stuckness. You'll have this feeling of running on a hamster wheel. And most of us have this sense, I want to jump off this thing because it ain't going nowhere. But a lot is happening within you when this is happening. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Talk to me about that process.
Well, it's deep because you don't know if you're on the hamster wheel or if you're actually moving ahead. If you're in a situation that challenges you versus you're in a situation that you definitely shouldn't be in. You don't know you see what I'm saying? Because both of them look the same. So you want to see, all right, where am I in this situation? Like, who am I when I get what I want versus who am I when I have to wait for what I want? Or if I'm just rejected from what I want, or, you know, what society says I should want versus what I actually want. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like there are a bunch of different questions, a bunch of different levels, and you have to be your authentic self in each of those questions, each of those scenarios. Mm-hmm. So I want to be my authentic self in all of those different scenarios. You know what I'm saying? If I'm disappointed, if I'm not, whatever it is.
Just stay with me. Just stay with me, Reggie.
Yeah.
When we come forward, we're going to go back to Austin, Texas to talk to Reggie. We got a lot of people on the line all over the country, but we got to finish with Reggie. We got a lot to talk about.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Doug Davis with the latest from the Black Information Network. There are some upcoming court dates for the 5 former Memphis police officers charged with the beating death of Tyree Nichols following a traffic stop. Lawyers for 3 of the men told a judge their clients weren't present for the initial traffic stop, so they should be tried separately. A judge is expected to make a decision on October 5th.